Impossible, impossible.
It's week 14 of the 2022 season. And coming up, we've got Daniel Jones. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Giants and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. They go play action with Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Yeah, the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Swift fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Swift again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Ready?
They'll try it now with Swift. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. second down, here's Barkley again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On third down, Barkley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 57 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott Good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Throwing Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Daniel Bellinger, the intended target that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play, and who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Got a man. It's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Swift. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. That time on the run-pass option, when he decided to throw it, not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out. Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Davis in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now Brown. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The Eagles hit 11-1 now on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw again. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. Then we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Rolling to his right. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Here we go, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts flushed out right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Down inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith from 6 yards away, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And New York set to take the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for... Things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones out to the right here to Shepard. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Throwing Jones. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. Now Jones. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the gun, here's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
18
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. Flush to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nakobe Dean brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Swift going to try up the middle. And down to the 36-yard line here. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They find some open field here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That good for 19 and a first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 100.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some